So we've got some questions here involving various bits and bobs. So let's have a look. So write down the value of the 3 in 16.35. Well, we must know our place value of digits in numbers. So we know units, tens, hundreds, after the decimal point, breaks up into the fractions, tenths, 100ths, and so forth. So it says write down the value of the 3. So the 3 is worth 3/10. It's in the tenths column, so it's worth 3/10. Here is a list of 6 numbers. Which number in the list is not a factor of 24? Well, remember, factors go into numbers, into whole numbers, and they are whole numbers themselves, factors. So 24 can be broken up into 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, and 4 and 6. So those are all the factors of 24. So it says, here's a list, which of the number is not a factor? Well, that is. So it's number 9. Number 9 is not in the factor list. Write 0.21 as a fraction. Well, again, we've got to remember what the word fraction means. A fraction means that we're going to have 2 integers where one is the numerator, a divisor line, and then a denominator. So it's going to be 2 numbers, 2 integers on top of each other. So 0.21 as a fraction. Well, again, when we think about the place value of these digits, then the 2 is in the tenths column, the 1 is in the hundredths column. So the smallest part of this fraction is hundredths. And because there's 2 tenths, that's 20 hundredths, so there's 21 hundredths altogether. A quick way of doing this is to find the digit that has the smallest place value and then ignore the decimal point, and you've got 21 over 100, so 21 over 100. Simplify means write less, so we've got 5 f's, take away an f, so far that's 4 f's. We've then got to add on 2 more f's, so altogether we end up with 6 f's. Adding and subtracting terms with letters involved, variables, then you can just say to yourself things like, right, I've got 5 f's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm taking one of them away, and I'm adding 2 more. So how many f's do I have altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 6 f's. Simplify, again, when you've got timesing, means we're going to remove all the multiplication signs. We've got 2 times 8, so 2 times 8 is 16. We've got m times n, which can be shortened to mn, so we have 16mn. So just got to be careful when we're simplifying with lots of bits that we do each of the bits that are common. So 2 and 8 are both numbers, so 2 8s make 16. M times n is shortened to mn. Letters next to each other, numbers next to letters, always means you're multiplying. But we don't write the multiplication signs when we are simplifying. Simplify t squared plus t squared. We've got to remember this is not t to the power of 4. We are not multiplying here. So when we multiply, can powers be increased? When we're adding like terms, so it's like saying we've got a t squared and we're adding another t squared. So it's saying to you basically how many t squareds do you have altogether? Well, we have 2 of them, so we have 2 t squareds.